Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my home in Livingston, Montana. Okay, unlike yesterday, hopefully today I can make some sense. When it comes to this technical stuff, I got to be honest with you folks, I'm not too good, so forgive me. Okay, basically what we're talking about here, I think I'm talking about, is taking an audio file and converting it into a movie file. And I explained, you have to watch my two videos from yesterday so that you can understand why that I want to get involved with a project like this. I do believe I explained that okay. Or, enough for everybody to understand anyway. But I decided to try another one because I'm in the process of still messing around with this software. But let me give you the rundown. Okay, right now, I am recording into an iPhone XS Max. What does that mean? Absolutely nothing. It just means I'm a dummy and don't want to play around with Android toys. That's what that means. And I am running on, I made a little side note here, I am running on iOS public beta number 13. I'm one of these beta guys. I take chances, I've run beta on my MacBook Pro on my laptop forever, believe it or not, Okay, the software that I'm speaking into or that I'm using right now is called Voice Record Pro. Voice Record Pro. And am I putting a pitch in for these people? No. They don't even know me. I went ahead and bought their software, their little app. It wasn't very much, $7. You can get it at the App Store, the Apple Store, whatever have you, Okay, right now, I'm sitting approximately 6 feet away from the built-in mic on the iPhone. About 6 feet. My big mouth and vocal cords are just right at that distance away, okay? I'm not using an external shotgun mic or any of that. Okay, the file that's being generated right now as I speak, but not as you're going to look at this file or listen to it, but as I speak right now is a .m4a audio file. It's an ACC audio file, simple as that. Not a movie file, not an MP3, just what I said, a .m4a. Okay, the bit rate on this guy, the way that I've got this software set, because this software, these figures I'm running down here, I want you to know that this software, you can adjust it. I turned this software all the way up, as high as I could get it, highest settings, and guess what? The software wouldn't work. It wouldn't initialize. It said my settings were too high. But anyway, the bit rate that I've got this set at is 128 kilobytes per second. I went over that a lot of this stuff yesterday. The bit depth, which I got wrong yesterday, I said some other goofy thing. The bit depth is 16 bits, okay? And I am recording in stereo, the channels are stereo, and I'm using what they call the high encoder mode. They've got a setting where you can even go higher yet. And a lot of this stuff, and like for example, the kilobytes per second, you can go clear up to 320, but I was playing around with that stuff a little while ago and it didn't have much luck. Okay, you're gonna this is a preset setting. All these settings, it's a preset that's in this software. It's telling me that you're going to use about 1 megabyte of data disk space. You're going to use up about that much disk space per minute. 1 megabyte per minute. Okay, and the recording engine that I'm using is basic. However, supposedly the software contains an advanced, record engine, but you couldn't prove that by me, Okay, once I get done making this recording, stop, stop the, push the stop button and all that kind of stuff. Well, what I got to do is I got to take this file, this M4A file, and I've got to export it over to photo folder, your main photo folder on an iPhone. Okay, you folks know what I'm talking about. Well, at least you people that own iPhones anyway. But what this software does is at that point in time, it converts the file from an M4A audio file to, listen to this, to an MPEG-4 movie file. MPEG-4 movie file. MPG-4 movie file. Okay. And of course, that file right there is, the codec on that, is ACC and it's H264. I went over that yesterday. And it should be showing me that I've got a stereo file on my hands. I won't know exactly what the size of this file is. It doesn't matter. And probably the only last thing I got to say is the template that you're staring at, that you've been bored to death with for the last however many minutes. I built that template, believe it or not, with this software, Audio Recorder Pro. And, you can, in very light gray, hopefully that template isn't real bright, because I definitely want a dull, darker, grayish template for sleeping purposes and meditation. But you should be able to read the words authentic, period, genuine, period, real, period, sounds, period. And that template, I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's 1280 by 1280 pixels by 720 pixels. There's a little template editor that's built into this software. And so that's all there is to it. And then once that file's done, it doesn't take very long to convert it, to an MPEG-4 movie file. And it just takes literally seconds, because these type of files aren't very big because there's no visuals involved or anything like that. But it doesn't take very long to get it onto, or to copy it over to my MacBook Pro, and then from there I look it over, and if everything's all well and good, and I don't sound too stupid or anything like that, well, then I'll upload it to YouTube. So I'm hoping, ladies and gentlemen, that what I just got done saying made some sense. Because sometimes I come blurting in on my channel with a lot of this crazy stuff, and people are probably going, boy, this guy here. But the thing of it is, here it is, folks. I'm always trying to do something different. I don't like doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. And so, but this right here, what you're witnessing is an audio file that's going to be converted to a movie file. And that's really all this is all about, And I'll leave you with I got one of my best flutes out here. And you're going to have to forgive me for sour notes and stuff like that, because I'm not very good with this flute. It's made out of madrone burl. It's one of Odell Borg High Spirits signature flutes. It's in the key of F sharp, and it's kind of difficult for me to play the finger. I mean, it's a really, really super nice flute. It's my most expensive flute. It's my best sounding flute. It's just that I can't play it very well. But let's rip off a few bars. Let me tap the screen to make sure. I want to make sure that I can see that VU meter. Okay, here we go. can hear I had a few sour notes there, but it'll just have to do. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this gibberish. And like I say, all this is about is just simply converting a sound file, if you will, an audio file, into a movie file so that it can be played on YouTube. And why am I doing this? Simply because sooner or later I'm going to go outside and I want to capture a bunch of nature sounds like waterfalls, trickling water, birds, that kind of stuff, for meditation, for sleeping purposes and like that. Today I couldn't do it because it was a crappy day. It was windier than crap outside, raining and all kinds of gnarly stuff. Okay, thank you very much for watching and listening to the video. And like I'm famous or infamous for saying, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you on down the trail. Adios, my friends.